Hey guys, off from MudMowers. Today, Beast Mode and Offroad tractor meet up with Resurrected to hit up Walker Valley. It was a rough ride, but we had a blast. Enjoy! That's on that video I did up here. That's the one that we went on, and we turned back around. We're going to try that one. It might be a little bit steep, but it's not like trying to do a big wheelie or anything.
So this trail we entered, we haven't gone on this yet. I don't think I've actually ever been on it, even on a motorcycle, ATV. We decided to hit it up, see what it would be. Actually, the trail to the left of it, that trail we hit up last year when we took these up to Walker Valley. They make these trails really nice. They put cement on the ground there, big blocks to grab onto with your tires. Nice trails, but as we're heading up, it's getting a little bit more rough. Not as well taken care of trails. We got a nice view right here. Even though it's a little bit rainy, we can still see pretty good. When we're up there on a good day, we can see way out.
Ja. Let's think about it.
Oh, too much. Oh.
Oh wow.
Step away.
Oh.
It like keeps shutting off. Keeps cutting out. Maybe it's low on gas now, huh?
Yeah, we could check it, I guess.
I'll hold it. Can't really check it. Oh, there's gas.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll just. Oh. It's like it's starving, but.
Later on the ride, it kept on dying on us, just randomly, or just shut off on us. So eventually I'm like, there must be some kind of key or something that's faulty. And then I realized these Predators have that low oil soak it shut off. So probably cut that off, started right up, and drove it past there.
Oh man.
Workout.
So we got a little bit back in the open here. As you can see, it opens up kind of on the side of a cliff here, a little ravine you could say.
I couldn't even reach the pedals. Look at that.
Oh no.
Oh well.
We're going to get back on the trails, but he had it in, I think it was first gear, it looked like. He
Yeah.
started it up and it drove off the cliff a little bit more.
Hey, the tie rods are nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this point, this was like Paulie's third flip, and we're probably not even an hour into the ride. I started to realize having a locked diff really would have made a difference up here. I'll get more on that later.
Oh, I mean, take the brake off.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
This was a really not as well planned out trail as we thought. There is a big just open road that you can drive right up to where we were planning on going. But we wanted to see if the machines could take up this trail. I mean, they did okay, but we just had a couple of flip overs.
Get over that. Should just go off this now.
Get a little gas.
finally got out of the trail here and we're past what's called the qualifier gate. We just, on this trail that we took, it goes around the qualifier gate. If you watched my last Walker Valley video, I explained that gate. Basically, it's a gate they can open up, but they really don't have it open. And off to the side of it, there's a bunch of rocks and stuff to make sure your cow, whatever you're taking up there, can make it up. Now we're going to be heading up to the Easy Valley connector, because basically this park is consisted of a lower half and an upper half, and this Easy connector connects to both valleys together. Finally, we got view of the gravel pit. was gonna try out one of these hills and I realized I took all this weight off on beast mode here.
These things are so loud.
So I start unloading my stuff here. The video dude is on the off-road tractor. He actually went up one of the hills on this gravel pit, and they're not easy hills. I didn't even try what like the video dude is trying over there. I wanted to try a little bit of a small hill and get the hang for it. The video dude charged right up it. His front end is really heavy with all the winch and the bumper, so he's not going to flip that thing.
Whoa! 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 Are you okay? Oh, okay. Okay, call 911. Are you sure? Yes. What's the deal? Okay. Your breather? Yeah. Alright, well thank you guys. We just wanted just needed a hand just in case.
You're not crashing, you're not having a good time. Oh my man.
Oh man, I think the steering wheel won't close today. So I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
How do you guys ride these things with the women chasing you around so much?
We gotta lock your differential, man. I watched it right when you tipped. It just started going backwards. Yeah. You're probably never going riding with us again. That was great. So what do we do? You guys like we?
Try like zip tie it back on it. Just so it's kind of off.
Zip tie?
Yeah.
Where did it? How's the mowers doing up here? Good.
From what I was told, Resurrected was pretty much at the peak of the hill, like he was at the top of the hill, and then his tire on the right picked up just a little bit because the tractor tipped, and when it's an unlocked differential, you can't really do much when your wheel picks up like that. I always unload in beast mode, so I didn't really get to see exactly what was happening. Once his wheel picks up, he starts rolling back down the hill, and then the wheel contacts the ground again. I think it made him do a wheelie and kind of 90 degrees the whole tractor up to the right of the hill, and then that made it roll over. He comes tumbling down the hill pretty much. I didn't get to see it like I said, but he landed kind of in a good spot. There were a couple big rocks, and he landed right in the middle of those rocks. So when the tractor came tumbling down the hill, I mean tumbling down the hill, it kind of just slid over the rocks and didn't really get him too bad. And if you want to see Paulie's perspective of the trail ride, I'll link his in the description down below. Make sure you go check that out, and then subscribe to him too if you haven't already.
Come on. Jason, no ignition. What? No ignition. Alright, we'll try fifth actually. Oh, just bend that over on me. Decent. Ready? Yeah, when you rev it, it just goes.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yep.
So as you heard it by the intro, Beast Mode and the Offroad Tractor met up with Paulie Detmurds on YouTube with his Sears tractor, aka Resurrected. He had a really nice tractor, well-built machine, is definitely capable of these trails. Anyways, I got Beast Mode out probably a week before we planned to go up there, so I had time to throw his new axle in. I'll go ahead and tip it up in a second here to show you guys what I've done, but I was really amazed at this thing up there. It held up. I got Beast Mode tipped up here, as you can see. It's really easy to work on it this way, because I was working on this front axle, so it's all at chest height and I can drill my holes and whatnot. But anyways, I've been showing you guys this Honda axle I have. This is actually the axle out of the Honda by far. I've got it fabbed up in Beast Mode here. These are the two original GT 6000 brackets. I moved this one up about 2 inches to get that, because this Honda axle is a lot thicker, which is very good because it adds more stability this way. If it's only this thin, like the original axle, it can get loose pretty fast. So having this long really helps. This bump here is the original bracket, and it was a square, a rectangle I should say. I had to cut it for the steering rod to go by it there. I added this piece of angle iron, which has a little bit of a cutout for this. It's all welded up in there. I put 2 more bolts on it, so I have like 10 bolts holding that axle in. On the bottom of that bracket, I welded this in to help support this bolt. I'm still using my same front wheels, and they actually have bearings in them. I had to cut the lip off the bearing and punch the bearing in there a little bit so it actually fit on here, because I didn't have enough room over here, just because these wheels are a little bit wide. But you can see the bearings kind of way down in there actually. Let's put a piece of pipe in there so the bearings won't be moving around. It looks really good actually. I actually like it because when you move your tires in like that, it puts less stress on these spindles. I made this custom tie rod here to connect it to the original steering. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video of MudMowers. These 2 rigs here did very good. Nothing really broke on them except this one. We lowered the front tire pressure all the way down to absorb all the rocks. And they both fell off the bead. I still have to get the bead clean on that one. That's about all that happened on this one. I did the same on this one here. And they're still flat and not off the bead. So that's good. I had the gas can rubbing on this a little bit, but it didn't really even hum these at all. I just need to get new M on that, but love this rack. The only thing I noticed about it is when I have all the weight, I always do wheelies, so it'd be nice to put some bumper on that. I did also put my Beast Mode stickers on it, same on the other side. And the Offroad Tractor did really good. 6-speed spicer in it right now. It works. It's not the best, but it does work. It's locked, so this thing goes pretty much wherever we need it. It's got these kind of balloon tire mud treads. The opposed twin, it didn't need much. We just had to put this slide together on the cub on those 30mm PZs. It went great. We used the winch to attach it to the rear bumper to tow it back. Do have plans for a new frame for this engine. But anyways, stay tuned for more.